Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Mileage Run 2.0 from New York City, John F. Kennedy Airport to Mexico City to Wat Amala on Aeromexico. I found this mileage run in the premium fare deals forum on Flyer Talk. Same place I found the mileage run I did last year. If you search on my channel, did one last year from Newark to Iceland to Frankfurt to Geneva, Switzerland. This one was with the idea of obtaining Delta Gold status, flying through Aeromexico. I'm based in Cleveland, so had to actually get a positioning flight, which I used some Singapore Chris Flyer miles to book a United flight into LaGuardia. And so what I had to end up doing is taking an Uber from LaGuardia to get to JFK. Said not too bad. It only took about 30 minutes the time of morning that I got there. This was an all business class mileage run this time compared to the economy one last time. And what I liked about this is that you were able to get Aeromexico's 787-9 series plane with flatbed seats from JFK to Mexico. And while the Mexico to Guatemala city leg was on Embraer E190, which I do have a review of that, which is just like any E190 or E175, 170 that you see on American carriers with the seat. But I was able to also get the 787-9 on the way back on the long leg back from Mexico City to JFK as well. So just can see here just some things I did. Stop by the Delta Sky Club. There's the plane there. And I've reviewed this business class before, so I won't go into it again. Again, I do love the reverse herringbone seat on it. The food is what it is. It'll cure your hunger, but it won't win an award for me, although the dessert was good. But yeah, got some pretty decent shots out of the window here. Some cloud cover. I really like this shot of a couple of football stadiums down below on the descent into Mexico City. It was a really yucky, cloudy, rainy day that day. Landed in Mexico City. Had about a 2-hour and 5-minute layover in Mexico City on the way to Guatemala, which wasn't bad. It allowed me to get to the Grand Elite Lounge. If you're a Priority Pass member, that's a great lounge because they do a complimentary 15-minute foot or hand massage in there, and they have food and drinks and free Wi-Fi as well. There's the Embraer E190, Mexico Connect. And I'll tell you, I love this sandwich. It was like a bacon sandwich, and yeah, I could have ate probably another sandwich. It was really good to me. And this was the final approach coming into Guatemala City at night. Arrived about close to 10 o'clock local time. Ended up using some Hilton points to stay at the Hilton Garden Inn. It's out by the airport. They do offer a complimentary shuttle, but you do have to reserve that in advance. The one thing about the shuttle is that going back to the airport, if you're not, I believe the last shuttle leaves from the hotel at about 1:30 p.m. So if you're not going to do that, you'll have to take an Uber, which Uber's very cheap and easy to catch in Guatemala City. Here's the breakfast spread at the Hilton Garden Inn. Again, I was able to book this for 10,000 points a night, so I was there 2 nights, so 20,000 points, not too bad. And like I said, the breakfast was free for Diamond members as a choice if you wanted breakfast or points. So I chose the breakfast in this case since I could actually eat it. So pretty nice selection for a Hilton Garden Inn, I would say, with some local flavors to it also. But yeah, beyond just the mileage run for the status, I did also book a tour which to me is a great value. For $99, it's the volcano, Pacaya Volcano with hot springs, and it includes lunch. So for $99, they come pick you up from your hotel. They'll drop you back off at your hotel. You go on a hike up the Pacaya Volcano, which is one of 3 active volcanoes in Wat Amala. As far as the hike goes, I'd say if you're in any kind of shape, you'll be fine. They do have horses following you, which you would hear and referred to as horse taxis. So if you can pay extra if you can't make it up or down, but again, not too strenuous. But it was a very different thing. I do enjoy hiking, and this was fun to actually hike up a volcano. Luckily, it didn't erupt that day, but I suppose it can at any point. And from what the guide was telling us, there was fresh lava flow from 10 days ago. And I'll tell you, he had us pick up some rocks. And yeah, in the next frame here, I got myself holding a rock. I couldn't hold it longer than 15, 20 seconds because it was really hot. So I couldn't imagine if it just flowed there. Got some marshmallows, as you can see, just a regular marshmallow there. You put it in that natural heater from the steam, and it comes out. I'll tell you, the best marshmallow I've ever had there. Really good, just amazing. And there's the peak of Pacaya there. Yeah, just really beautiful to see in person. And after the volcano tour, went to the spa, or the thermal thing, and you do go through a few treatments. So they had 4 different pools. One is very hot, then you jump into one that's very cold, then one that's body temperature, then one that's slightly below body temperature. Then you go in those for different amounts of times, going back and forth, really to relax your muscles. So it's a good complementary activity after the hiking. It's a really good combination. And this did include lunch and a smoothie as well. Didn't know about the smoothie, so that's a bonus too. The lunch, just American style, burger and fries. I also did have a chance to check out the historic district of Wat Amala. Just took an Uber down and actually walked back to the hotel. It was a nice day out. And here's kind of the main plaza in the Centro Histórico. See some of the architecture in the buildings. And that ends right there at the Palacio Nacional, the National Palace. It's where the government sits, in the Catedral Metropolitana. Not sure what this building was. And did get to enjoy some traditional Guatemalan food, which was really delicious. But yeah, really great, really fun mileage run, I think. Oftentimes, you do them just for the status, but this one, yeah, I was actually able to make a day out of it and really enjoyed it. So please give me your thoughts below in the comments, and please hit like and subscribe if you like this video.